Hi, welcome to Align with Ariana. I am Ariana, of course, your favorite medium. I am back and well, as you all know, I am still carrying. I'm still pregnant here. We still are expecting baby to be coming here any day. So this is exactly why you haven't seen me do many Tell My Story editions. Now, in this Tell My Story edition, I won't be going too deep into this realm. However, I will go as far as the Spirit is willing to take me. In this Tell My Story edition, I'll be covering the story of Jelani Day. Now, this energy of Jelani, you guys, I will tell you while covering the story, connecting with his energy, connecting with this essence of him, I would like to send my condolences to family and friends and all of those that have reached out to me to cover this story. As you all know, none of the information that I share here is to be used to take in for facts, okay? I am connecting in the spiritual realm because I do have a spiritual gift that allows me to connect. And I am connecting in the spiritual realm, allowing the divine, allowing the universe, allowing the essence of the energy to guide me in this Tell My Story edition. So enter at your own risk. Now, on this story of Tell My Story edition of Jelani Day, this one is very intensive. Now, while building the connection with him, let's go ahead and get into this Tell My Story edition. With his connection, I will tell you, there is a lot of missing pieces, as you all know. Everyone is trying to figure out these missing pieces that are in place. Now, with connecting with this story, he does talk or does speak in the way that I do hear from Spirit, that he does talk in missing pieces, okay? It is not clear and concise. He does kind of skip around from one event to the next, making it hard to fill in these pieces of this puzzle. One of the things he does describe is that he does mention, now you guys, as I'm connecting with him, he mentions in regards to some testing coming up. He does mention about being stressed out, possibly a test coming up, or something was coming up very soon that he felt like he was not prepared for. He does talk about meeting someone to exchange a service. Actually, they were exchanging some sort of service. He's talking about how he wants to de-stress, how he wants to relax, and he is referencing here some form of like relaxation through smoking, okay? Now, I'm not for sure if he was a smoker, but he is referencing him being under a lot of stress, and he's referencing having some test of him coming up, okay? Some test within school, something was coming up. Now, he also referenced that he had an exchange with someone, or he was supposed to meet with someone. He does reference coffee, so I'm not for sure if coffee was a nickname or someone that he knows by that name, but he does reference coffee. He says coffee. And when he says coffee, it sounds like he's referencing someone's nickname. If he was meeting someone named Coffee, if he was connecting with someone named Coffee. I will tell you, with his energy, with his essence, he does talk a lot about the day being kind of broken up, okay? The day is kind of like scattered, okay? When he speaks, usually when the spirit leaves, they communicate the way they would communicate if they were still here, okay? So when he's communicating throughout his day, that day, he could have had a lot of scattered energy. He could have went from one place to the next place and one place to the next place and not really sat down. I do pick up a lot of nervousness in his energy and a lot of anxiety in his energy. I am also able to connect with him, and he does describe that he had an upcoming test, okay? So I'm not for sure what he was testing for. He has not given me the inclination of that, but he is saying that he has some sort of test coming up, okay? And he was very nervous, very anxious for this test. He describes to me how he wants to relax, and he is using a form of smoking. I'm not for sure if he was a smoker, but he is talking about how he smokes or wants to smoke to relax, to relieve some stress, because he is worried about this upcoming test. Now, he does say the name Coffee, okay? When I do connect with him, I'm not for sure if that's the person he was meeting or connecting with, because he does describe that he was going to meet someone. He states with his energy is that he was leaving to go meet with someone, to go finish something. There was something going on in exchange with him and someone else. There's also phone records, a conversation that he has with someone else. However, there is an issue with finding the phone that I'm hearing. There's an issue with finding the phone. He does state that he possibly was with a friend, or he considered this person to be a friend. He does mention the name Coffee. Are you saying Coffee is the name? He does mention the name is Coffee. This could be this is definitely a nickname. Or Cap. I don't know if that's something short for cappuccino. Cap. He is referencing someone that was his friend. He also referenced the color green. Okay, I don't know if this person wore green and blue, or if he wore green and blue that day. Green and blue. Maybe a green and a blue t-shirt, possibly a polo shirt. And then he's describing like jeans. I see a tall, slender guy. And I do see short hair with waves. Now, he is referencing something in regards to a child as well, okay? So I'm not for sure if he has any children or daughter. Yes, I'm not for sure if he has any children or a daughter, but he is referencing something as it relates to a little girl. Yes, Cap. Cap. He keeps saying the name Cap. Cap. Okay, so the reason why he's putting together, like, his story is very much in like blotches, okay? It's not coming together consistently because he has fogginess around him, fogginess of the day. He does describe very much that he was like smoking, and there was fogginess in the car. He was smoking. He does describe that. So the way he's describing is that he went to go with someone that he felt comfortable with, and this was just supposed to be a moment of him relaxing or getting relaxed, and then he was going to go back to his room, go back to his place. And he does describe that he trusts this particular person. Can you tell me what happened on August 24th? His energy and his essence is spread out so much so to the point where he is he's trying to even recall what he went through. You guys, this Tell My Story edition is this one is so different. Most of the spirits that I connect with are able to recall. He was so fogged up with what was going on. He had no idea. He's saying that everything played out extremely fast, and he was so unaware of what was taking place. He does describe it to be very catastrophic, something that happened very, very quickly, very fast. And he describes it as something that was from a point of rage, you guys. So the person that did this was literally at the point of rage because he did not have any more cash or money to offer. This was a cash-related incident, a money-related incident. Okay? He felt very connected to this person. He felt like this person, they were okay together. But when Jelani was asked, did he have any more cash, that is when things turned south. That is when things turned into rage. I am seeing no struggle on Jelani's part. No fighting, no struggle. There was not any struggle in this behalf. However, he did not see this energy coming. He didn't see this energy manifest around him. But it was happening throughout the day, you guys, because the way Jelani is describing it is throughout the whole entire day, he had been busy going back and forth to certain places or to do certain things that day. He had tasks he was going. He's describing driving over here to this convenience store for something and going over here for this. It sounds like he was trying to make some sort of money throughout the day, the way he's describing it. And he was nervous by the time night came. He was nervous, okay? Very, very nervous. And he knew that he was meeting this person. So he was trying to distract this person when they met in regards to just smoking or just kind of connecting and laughing, forgetting about something that took place, okay? Some sort of contractual agreement that took place. And he's saying he's not perfect. And he's very well aware that a lot of people have been, praying for him and looking for him. He thanks everyone for a candlelight service, or someone, I don't know if a small group of people had got together to have a candlelight service, to have some sort of support service or support group connection where they're talking. He's fully aware of that. His energy does need a lot of time to ascend. So for many of you that are connected with him, I highly suggest that you definitely light some candles for him and send him well wishes, prayer, light, laughter, those type of things. He was a very funny guy. He's saying that he did not take a lot of things as serious, okay? But he did not know this energy was approaching him so fast. The energy was approaching him so fast to the point that he had no preparation. He's saying that it's almost like he just went with the flow of this energy. I'm also saying that he has some belongings. I don't know if this was a cigarette or something he had. He's describing something he smoked that was dropped outside of the car that possibly will help them identify the person, because they were sharing something, going back and forth smoking. So that might help with some identification. But he's also saying this was at another location. That car that he was in, his vehicle was driven to that place where it was. It was driven into like this hut of forest, this trees, the way he's describing. And he's saying they were actually at another location first. The other location that he is describing, he's saying it did not feel that it was very far from him, far from where the car was placed. He's saying that's where the energy took place. He does describe a gun going off, okay? He does describe something happening very quickly. And he does describe that the place where he was could be probably about from 13 to 15 miles from where they found the car. So he's saying it's not very far. L spot, I don't know if that rings a bell for many of you that are connected with him. He's saying there's a spot connected to where people go and party or go hang out, and it was somewhere close to that spot. It's a little cut spot. So he's saying that was where everything had took place in that spot. He was asked to step out of the car when he was with this particular person, and that's when things actually turned south for him. That's when things went south. But he was asked to step out of the car, and he was not aware at all of what he was going to see. And I do see a fight breaking out with a couple of men, couple of gentlemen. But the one that carried out and drove the car to the particular place, and when he was already deceased at the moment, what they would say, his life was already taken at that moment. I see one particular individual driving that car. However, he was met to a particular location. He drove to a particular location thinking it was just going to be him and that person. However, they were met by multiple guys. Okay, he was met by multiple energies, and there was some sort of physical fight, as far as like not on Jelani's part. He did not initiate this. This was more so of being attacked by multiple people and didn't even see it coming. Okay, so this was definitely a setup, some sort of preparation for him, and had a lot of influence surrounding money. So I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this Tell My Story edition. If you would like your own personal reading, please visit www.onlinewithariana. And for more details, more goodies, more working your magic, peace, love, why do?